Welcome. Here is a rundown of news around the world. Almost 200 countries agree overarching climate deal. The COP27 summit agrees an overarching climate deal, summarizing the political agreements made in Sharm el-Sheikh. COP President Sameh Shoukry brought the gavel down on the document, which represents the consensus all nations have come to. After running over by 2 days and several hours of quite confusing and chaotic moments towards the end, there is agreement in Sharm el-Sheikh. What remains to be gavelled through are procedural items that the UN must formally agree on. What's been achieved here: the historic deal on loss and damage, and the political agreement. Leave if you can to save energy. The head of Ukraine's biggest private energy firm says people should consider leaving the country to reduce demand on the country's power network. If they can find an alternative place to stay for another 3 or 4 months, it will be very helpful to the system, DTK Chief Executive Maxim Timchenko said. Russian attacks have damaged almost half of Ukraine's energy system. Millions of people are without power as temperatures drop for winter. Blackouts, both scheduled and unscheduled, have become common in many parts of Ukraine, as Russia aims regular waves of missile attacks at parts of the energy infrastructure. Earlier this week, Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov suggested that the strikes were a consequence of Ukraine's refusal to negotiate with Russia. The government has urged people to limit their use of domestic appliances such as ovens and washing machines. And Turkish jets hit targets in Syria, Iraq after Istanbul bomb blast. Turkish military planes have hit targets in northern Syria and Iraq, bombing bases Turkey's defense ministry claimed were used by those behind an explosion in central Istanbul last weekend that killed 6 people and wounded more than 80. The Turkish defense ministry announced the launch of the raids in a statement on Twitter on Sunday. Ankara has blamed the November 13 bomb attack in Istanbul on the outlawed Kurdistan Workers' Party, PKK, and affiliated Syrian Kurdish groups. Kurdish fighters have denied involvement.